Hello, everybody, and welcome to another podcast of Every Day's a Train Wreck. And back by popular demand, I have our favorite Italian, Viola Murrone.
Hello.
And she is here because, well, first of all, we've been getting great feedback about anything that's kind of astrology, crystal, etc. related. So I thought I would jump in since we do have a full moon. And even though you guys aren't going to hear this necessarily like the day we tape it, of course, I wanted to see what kind of energy you pick up from the full moon. And I had a conversation last week, not realizing that it was going to be a full moon, where Miss Viola told me all kinds of magical things that she does when the moon is full or not full, or it's a new moon, etc. And I was like, oh my gosh, the best way to capture this is just to have her do it again and have it record. So, Viola, welcome.
Thank you. I always love being here. Thank you for having me again.
Well, thank you. So tell us, first of all, before we forget, tell us your Instagram so people can check out your Instagram, and then tell us what it is you do so that it will make sense about why we're talking about the full moon.
Okay. So the Instagram is at feelandheal.me.
Yes.
And healing, like the job I do, like a healer, feel and heal.
Okay, got it.
And what do I do? It's so difficult to explain. I work with life and health coaching, crystal healing, and Reiki healing. And I always say what I do is light up the world one woman at a time.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I knew that whole situation. Thank you for that. Light up the world.
I feel that the one woman is healing. We bring so much light into the world that everyone around us then will feel it.
I love it. I think you're right. Well, it kind of goes with my whole saying of, moms are only as happy as their saddest child, right? So it goes to say if a woman is unhappy, the whole world knows it, right? So It's good that you're healing one at a time. I love it. And for those of you guys are going to have to check it out on YouTube or on Instagram, because Viola has this magic light that's coming down, like this ray of light on her right now. And I think it just adds to the whole thing. Plus, we got a new Pope, the whole deal. Why not have the ray of light? Okay, so here we go. So it is
Americano.
What? Oh, yes, because she's Italian. In case you haven't figured that out, you will figure that out once you hear her say herbs, just in case. But okay, Miss Viola. So it's a full moon. I want you to just launch on your magic Viola about what we need to know about full moons. And then I know it's going to get very spicy with exactly what you do on the full moon. Because I'm telling you, I love astrology and some of this stuff I never heard in my life. So go on.
Okay. So in general, full moon, it's a moment of really, really high energy. In general, I know what you're asking for. I'll get there.
Okay.
But first of all, because of the high energy of a full moon, I always recommend during the full moon to do activities that release energy. So if you like dancing, dance. If you like, any physical activity, any sport that you enjoy, particularly high energy, like the yoga, of course, is amazing. Pilates is amazing. But if you can do things kind of high cardio, right, running, Zumba, dancing, all these things that release energy, or simply stand and shake your arms and jump a little bit. If you don't like, too much sport, just a release of energy. Science proves it and anything that science proves, then they prove the opposite. However, it has been apparently studied that during full moons, there are more crimes.
Crimes. At first, I thought you said crimes.
Also crying for sure.
Okay. And why? So why is that? Is it just that everything is intense and it's like going to be a bubble that just blows, or what is it?
The energy is way, way higher. I don't know. Like I know so many people that sometimes they say, I wasn't sleeping well last night. And I'm like, it's full moon.
Got it. So you don't sleep as well on a full moon.
Yeah. They don't sleep well. You didn't sleep well. You're more likely to do something wrong.
Okay. So now the one thing before we keep going on about the full moon is that we have to pay attention also to the fact that it isn't just the day of the full moon, right? Because first of all, I get always very confused because whenever I look at the full moon, I swear to you, my app says it's like, oh, it's the full moon. I swear it's like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. And I'm like, well, where is it that it's full? So tell us Like when actually is it full? But then tell us about these shadow, like does the moon have shadow periods like you do with Mercury retrograde, or what's the deal?
No, not really. I wouldn't call it shadow period, but of course, the energy of the full moon is not like only at 9 a.m. the day X.
Yeah.
But it goes, I usually say to people, consider 1, 2 days before, 1, 2 days after.
Got it.
So for
Okay.
about 3 days to 4 days. Like, for example, I always say when the moon is full, it's high energy, but it's a beautiful energy. So, for
Right.
example, to fine tune, I like to say fine tune your crystals, to keep them healthy with high vibration, put them out during a full moon, not if it's eclipse season.
Okay. Wait. So if it's a full moon in eclipse season, don't put them out.
No.
Okay.
No.
And why?
Because the eclipse season oftentimes there are some people that do it anyway.
Yeah.
However, this is, my own opinion and many other people too.
Yeah.
When there is an eclipse, there's so much intense energy that it may work the other way around. For example, there are people that during eclipse season, they don't even work absolutely at all on manifesting because they say that if you do one thing, you'll get the opposite.
Oh.
Now,
but we're not in eclipse season right now. Okay, got it. Okay, we got to check.
I know that that's a little bit extreme.
Okay.
However, yes, eclipse season is intense because eclipse season, if you think everything that is spiritual, if you think of it in an earthy way, makes sense.
Yeah.
What is an eclipse season? Is darkness when there should be light.
Oh, right.
Okay. Yeah. So an eclipse shines a light on darkness, brings the darkness up.
Okay.
When you say darkness, it doesn't mean like, dungeons and demons and dragons.
Right.
But it is more about, even when we talk about shadow work,
right?
It's really tapping into things about ourselves or about our lives that we do not accept.
Got it. Okay. So how does that translate? So but that's about eclipse season. That's not about full moon season.
Yes, no, that's eclipse season. Full moon.
But then here's something else that just dawned on me. Is when you have the new moon, is it like 2 days before and 2 days after also?
More or less.
Okay, but the new moon follows the full moon, right?
So the new moon, in theory, is 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after the full moon. So it always goes in cycle.
So basically you're shut down the whole month. I mean, if you've got 2 days before and 2 days after, and that's 2 weeks before, and then you have the full moon and you're shut down another 2 days before and 2 days after.
No, you're not meant to shut down. It's a moment for a different thing. For example, new moon. Okay? New moon, if you think of, I come from a family of, not gardeners, how do you say? People that work in the land. Like plants and harvest, all these things. So we had a lot of fields and vegetable gardens. So new moon is a moment to plant. It's a moment when you get the seed and you put it underground.
Got it.
If you think about it spiritually, it's a moment where you think, okay, what would I like to work on?
Okay.
And spiritually, or even like if you talk about a business project, for example.
Right.
You're like, okay, this is the project I would like to do. This is the moment to think, to plan, to take pen and paper and start writing and jotting ideas down.
Got it. 2 days before the full moon.
New moon.
New moon.
The day of the new moon, 1 day before, 1 day after, more or less.
Got it.
After the new moon, the energy starts building up.
So you want to take advantage of that. So it's kind of like you're planting your seed and then the energy carries it up to like plant too.
It all makes sense.
Yes, totally. Yeah, it actually does now.
The energy builds up. So you just we want to talk about beauty. I know that you want to talk about that. So for example,
I always want to talk about beauty. Yeah.
Cleanses with people.
Right.
On a new moon, I send them the documents to study.
Okay.
And I tell them, plan yourself to eat more nutritious food. Which kind of foods would you like to eat? Plan yourself to do more soul nourishing activities. Do you want to do a massage? Do you want to buy white roses? Do you want to create a new uplifting playlist.
Right.
Then on the first quarter, which is in English, waxing, we call it crescent because the moon goes going up.
Oh yeah, because waxing is when it's like going up to be full, and waning is when it's going backwards.
Exactly. We call them growing and diminishing in Italian.
Okay.
So it makes sense because the energy goes up and down.
Right. Okay.
So when the energy is going up, the first quarter, the energy starts being, a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
So it's the moment to start taking action.
Okay.
Like you want to, reset, cleanse your life.
Yeah.
You planned the first week. Now start introducing, and in general, a moment to introduce nutritious food and nutritious habits.
Yeah.
The first quarter is amazing because you're picking up a growing energy. If you think new moon, first quarter, full moon, last quarter, new moon again, is 1 week from the other.
Got it. Okay.
Because the whole cycle is 28.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's pretend it's a full moon now and somebody is listening to this. They can just write their notes and then say, in the full moon, you just start writing basically and manifesting what you want.
A nice moment. Yes. It's a nice, not only for manifesting, but also for harvesting. That's my favorite moment, the full moon. Full moon is a moment to see what went well and what didn't work.
Okay. So for events, we have something that's called like what worked, what didn't work sheet. So we kind of do that after events, like, oh, this went really well, or next time we need to do this, this time we need to do back and forth. So
that's your full moon.
Perfect. That's full moon stuff. And so, all right. So that's when you'd make your list. And does it have anything to do with organizing? Like, is that also time to clean your closet or no?
It is a nice time to do that because you're harvesting in your closet what worked and what didn't work.
Got it. I love this. Okay.
Also, it's a nice moment to do a little bit of detoxification, to start detoxing.
Okay. Well, I had to do that today after my busy weekend of pasta and all kinds of stuff. I was like, Lord have mercy, girl, what happened?
Something I love to do in the full moon, it's either a foot soak or a bath with sea salt.
Okay. And how come?
It cleanses the energy. Now, as we're talking about it and people, are listening and they don't know me, so I want them to have all the details. When you do a salt bath, first of all, sea salt. If you do it for energy, if you want the Epsom salt because of the magnesium, blah, 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 good for you. You do whatever you want.
Okay.
If you do it for a spiritual cleansing, there's nothing like sea salt.
Does it have to be a certain kind?
The sea.
So does it have to be a certain kind of sea salt?
No.
Can it be like, is kosher salt like sea salt?
I believe not. There was something, I never heard of kosher salt until I moved to the US.
Okay, so we have to figure that out. Okay,
At the beginning, I even thought it was a Jewish thing. Then they told me it's not.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Jewish too.
Apparently not.
Okay.
I only buy sea salt.
Okay, so what does it say? Does it say sea salt on the front of it? That's different, I'm assuming, than table salt, right?
No. It is the one you use at the table.
Well, but I use like kosher salt at the table, or.
That's an American thing. Into the food section in the supermarket.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be like plenty of different kind of salt, and you look for the one with written sea salt.
Okay, and it doesn't have to be like Himalayan salt. It doesn't have to be, and it's just sea salt.
No, because Himalayan salt is not from the sea.
Oh, they're obviously right. It's from the Himalayas. Okay, so I have to check and see if it's that girl with the umbrella. Like we have the Morton salt girl with the umbrella. I wonder if she's part of the sea salt family or if she's the Himalayan salt. Okay, so how much sea salt do you have? Because I always take a bath with Epsom salt. So I'm sure you've told me that, but I forgot that we would have to add sea salt. Okay, so we do sea salt. How much of it?
I took a little bit in my hand, not even a full hand, just a little bit in the palm of your hands, and you put it in the water.
Like half of a baseball, kind of.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
One thing that is super important for me, you do not take a sea salt bath to cleanse energy after sunset or before sunrise. You do it only during daylight hours.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I feel like we need a disclaimer. Okay, why is it only during daylight hours? Because I would be finishing here, do my other stuff, and then go take a bath and the sun would be setting. Okay, so why does it have to be during daylight?
Because we work with the light.
Okay.
Physically and energetically. When you work energetically, it's always nice to work with the light because then you call more upon entities of light.
Okay, got it.
Another thing, not the head under the water.
How would you have the head under the water?
You're going to have the body inside of the water, neck down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you do, but now with the kids, I have no time for bathtubs.
Okay, but how would you have your head under the water?
Sometimes when you get your head wet to wash your hair.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I for sure do that. Don't do that.
Do that if there's sea salt.
Okay, why? Because it's going to wreck your highlights?
Maybe. I don't know. That you have to ask a hairdresser. But I would tell you, the sea salt, it's an amazing cleansing thing energetically.
Okay.
Although it cleans negative and positive, everything is like, you take a paper and you use a rubber and you take everything off. Right. The head, if you put the head underwater, it would be too exhausting.
Oh, okay. Well, that's super important. Now so that does not count though for Epsom salts.
No, Epsom salt.
That's not your specialty either, Epsom salts.
No.
Okay. Now, do you put the rose petals or whatever in? Because you've told me to do that before, but I didn't know that was only, is it sea salt?
What I like when I do a bath with sea salts, I like to add some herbs or dried or fresh flowers. Okay. Because as I just told you, the salt takes everything off, does a completely cleanse. And at times you can feel really tired or a little bit exhausted after you do it. Okay. So if you put something recharging you, it's better.
Like what?
Also, get in the kitchen. I do believe in everybody's intuition. Walk in the kitchen, open the cupboard where you keep the herbs or the teas. Oh, no tea bags, huh?
Yeah. Like not tea bags, because those are the microplastics, right?
Yes, but also the tea bags, I don't know exactly what it is. We're talking about loose leaves.
Got it.
The one that calls you add it. I've already had bath with oregano, with thyme, with chamomile. Whatever calls me is what I use.
Okay, so it can be tea or it can be literally like what you'd stuff a chicken with.
Exactly.
Does it have to be?
I always say to people, rinse yourself well after because you're going to smell like a barbecue.
Oh my. Okay. So can it be fresh herbs or only?
It can be fresh or dried, whatever.
Okay. And so what else are you supposed to do? This is the full moon bath.
Full moon, yes.
Okay.
I do recommend if you have time to do these every weekend, it's really nice. But you have just one day a month, may that be the full moon.
Okay, but otherwise you should do every weekend.
Yeah, because it's to really cleanse the heaviness of the week. Sometimes you get stressed at work life goes fast. We establish such a high-paced society.
Yeah.
A bit of a cleanse, like a weekly cleanse.
Good. Okay, so it's Monday and I already feel the heaviness of the week. Okay, let's use that as an example. It's Monday, it's a full moon, but I already have the heaviness of the week. So it's not dark yet, so I can get in the bathtub. How long should I stay in there with my salt and herbs?
As long as you want, as long as it makes you comfortable. Even the temperature of the water, it has to be what's comfortable for you. Okay. I would say at least 10 minutes, make it work 10 minutes at least. Yeah. But then if you want to stay 20 minutes or an hour, it depends. I always say there are many rules for many things, but to me, the basic rule is if you're not comfortable, it's not going to work.
Got it. Okay. So what else should we do during the full moon?
So we said charging your crystals, said like a nice foot soak or a nice bath. Okay. Also, it's really nice to write an intention. Again, like we're talking about harvesting.
Right.
So check what worked and what didn't work. Mm-hmm. Don't check from the past new moon. It's only 2 weeks, unless you're doing a cleanse like I do sometimes with people. Like, for the new full moon, I tell them, okay, reintroduce food, see how it's working. Right. But if we talk about business, things like this, 3 to 6 months before.
Wait, What? 3 to 6 months before a project starts?
No. From the beginning of a project, but this project has to be in action for at least 3 or 6 months.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Let's talk about you were on the podcast. Let's suppose you launch your podcast. I don't remember when, but 3 months ago.
Yeah.
This is a good moment to check what worked and what didn't.
Got it. It was launched more than 3 months ago. Let's say months ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was November, December.
Yeah, November. Yeah. So if it was launched in November, then gosh, how has it already been 6 months? Wow. Okay. So if it's November and it's a little more than 6 months, I can go back only 6 months about what worked and what didn't work, right?
You can do even more, but I would say not less than that. If you started the project a month ago, maybe it's too early.
Okay. Got it. Now, can you please jump in and tell us when you shave your legs? I'm sorry, I cannot wait any longer.
How do you pronounce it? Waning?
Waxing and waning.
So when it's waning, remember that what we said at the beginning, new moon, then the energy goes up. Full moon, then the energy goes down.
Okay, so now if it's so after the full moon, which it's full today, and then it'll be full, like, I don't know, let's pretend for tomorrow and the next day you want to be safe because it's, let's say, an extra day. So then when it's waning, you shave your legs.
Yes, today or tomorrow I'll shave my legs.
But it's a new moon, full moon today. Well, how can you shave them today? Or because the bubble's already...
Tomorrow,
okay.
But you know what? After the full moon, from the full moon on, because the energy is going down.
Okay.
So when it's waning, even the thing that you do, they grow less.
Okay.
So for example, if you have a haircut and you don't want your hair to grow too long, then yes, you cut them in waning.
Got it.
Most of the time we cut the hair to maintain the health of your hair, but you want your hair to grow longer.
Right.
So then the hair, you cut it when it's waxed. Yeah, it goes up after
when it's waxing. Okay, so 2 weeks and got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the part that I was saying that I have to figure out because I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, which is fine because my hair has been growing too fast since I've been taking that Rara colostrum stuff. I'm telling you. So now, but my daughter is always like, I want my hair to grow faster, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's growing so fast already. But okay, so now,
waxing.
Okay, got it.
When it's waxing, because the energy is going up and the hair will grow quicker.
Perfect. Okay.
When it's waning, because you want the hair to grow.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so it's waning in 2 weeks, right?
For 2 weeks. Okay, waning is going to start, tomorrow, and then it's going to go on for about 2 weeks until next new moon.
Right now, we just have the full moon. So then tomorrow it starts waxing. It starts going up, doesn't it?
No, it goes down because it's full.
Oh, right. It goes, duh. And that's right. Because the new moon is in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How do I okay, I can't. All right. So now it's waning.
Yes.
Okay.
The same is for the nails. If you cut your nail for them to grow, you want to cut them during waxing.
Oh my gosh.
If you cut the nail, for example, children, you don't want their nails to grow.
Right.
I mean, I wish you could cut the nails once a month with children.
Right. No, I get it.
But if you could wait to cut the nails once a month, it would be waning because it takes longer.
Right.
Grow.
And so I have the exact opposite problem because I've been chewing my nails and back to that bad habit. So, and I'm getting my nails done at the wrong time because if it's waning, I should not chew my nails when it's waning time because that's just going to double mess it up.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Now, what do you do?
Even face cleaning, all these things, I like to do it after the full moon, between full moon and new moon. Because it's a nice moment for detoxification. So you really go.
Got it. So that it's that 2 weeks kind of detox.
Yeah.
Now I get it. And then you can eat pudding again or whatever as soon as we have the new moon. Or what do you do when the new moon shows up? That's all I can think of is like, oh yay, 2 weeks from now I can eat a cheeseburger. What?
No, new moon, it's, as I told you, it's a moment to plan and project and think what you would like to achieve your business in. Well, you have so many businesses, Marley.
Yep.
You're like so
Okay,
versatile.
we can keep talking about the podcast.
If we think instead of podcast, maybe your event planning.
Okay.
So new moon is the moment you plan the event.
Okay.
First quarter is when you put the event out.
Okay.
Full moon, you're like, okay, what worked in the event? What didn't work? What can we change?
Yeah.
And then for the following 2 weeks, you go cleaning. Okay, this one didn't work. Out.
Got it.
This one, maybe this person didn't perform. We're going to look for another person.
Got it.
This one was really good. We keep it.
Got it. What else do you do with the full moon?
Little rituals.
Oh, good. Here we go. You guys have to see it on YouTube so you can see
Well,
your face.
I started.
Okay, what are the little rituals?
I started a few months ago. I do a full moon Reiki at the beach every month here in Miami.
So is that like tonight?
This month I've done it Saturday morning as in preparation.
Oh.
Because tomorrow is my son's birthday and tonight I'm just focusing on him.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, the Italian hostess. And yeah, that's right. So you had a full moon and Mother's Day and all that. Okay, so
yeah.
All right, so what happens at the beach?
I just explained to them more or less, each phase in general, each moon is going to be in a slightly different sign. Right. So they do bring a bit of a different energy.
Yeah.
For example, this full moon is in Scorpio.
No, we shouldn't get into the signs because depending on when people live.
Exactly.
But I mean, listen.
Will check it in a different moment.
Okay. But you do the same at the beach.
Ritual. I think of what I'm learning and what I learn to let go of.
Okay.
And then I write it down. I'm like a big fan of journaling. So I journal. Few times I do it with the kids as well, but not all the time. You can't see the kids every month doing full moon ritual. So,
but with your journaling though, I think people should know you tear yours up. You don't journal and keep it.
No, I don't journal and keep it.
That's part of the cleansing.
So when I do it for the ritual, I burn it in that moment. So I finish writing, I check it again, and then I burn it, and then I add a little bit of water, and then I give it to my plants.
Go back to the plants. Okay, by the way, I thought of you this weekend. It was like 10,000 degrees. Now it's back to like it might rain here. But I was depositing peppers all across the land since you say that you just put them out and the seeds.
Yes, they just grow so easily.
Well, I just tried it out this weekend where I just sort of laid them down and I can't wait to see what happened. And that was something because sweet Nora in our house has some kind of deal with I don't know if it's a food bank. I don't even understand who it's with, but evidently after the fires, she told them, if you ever get excess stuff, tell us because we can feed our chickens. So I guess she got the call. Next thing I know, we have 15 cases of bananas. I kid you not, of bananas. And it turned out to be bananas and basil, mostly of bananas. And then there was this random half a case of peppers and cucumbers. And I'm like, okay, well, Viola, guess what? So we have rabbits here and deer and everything else that freaking love my plants. So I spent the whole weekend Googling animals. Like, I don't think they like peppers. I think because peppers and garlic and stuff like that. So I was like, we're going to be planting peppers everywhere. And then it was like, and then everywhere, I swear to you on my life, I put bananas. It's like anything that's flowers and vegetables does well with bananas because of the potassium. Thank God. Because I was oozing bananas. I took so many showers and I just was like, I don't know that I can ever eat a banana again in my life. But everywhere on this property, there are bananas right now, rotting bananas into the thing. Hopefully, and evidently they also mentioned the bananas help the peppers. I thought, well, that was a nice combo pack from the food bank.
Love that.
Because they decided to call her because it was about to go bad. So nothing like 15 cases of rotting bananas. Anyway.
And it's a full moon, so it's a great moment also to nourish.
Okay. And you could say that in so many ways, shapes and forms. Nourish your soul, like with journaling, with food, your detoxing, all that kind of stuff.
For the new moon, oftentimes, I just set an intention and I save it.
Okay.
Almost like manifesting wise. So oftentimes I put it in between. I don't have it next to me. in between a selenite plate and a pyrite.
Ah, okay. That's for the new moon.
For the new moon. And I put the paper in between. Then it depends, me and crystals, depending on what I'm wishing. Sometimes I might change, rather than a pyrite, I would put something else.
Yeah, just depend on what's calling you.
But I would say that in general, this is one of the best combos if you don't know what you're manifesting.
Okay.
For the full moon, I burn it. I go what I harvested, what I have learned, what was good, what didn't work, and then I burn it. With the daily journaling, because, I can't be burning all the time.
I was going to say, yeah.
I have a journal. When I finish the journal, I burn everything at once.
Yeah, I know, that scares me. I've thought a lot about that.
I always say to people, when you burn, you have to be really careful. I usually use how do you say, those plates that you put under the plants?
Yeah. Like tile or ceramic or something.
Yeah, and I burn a little bit at a time. If you burn a lot, then you should have a taller container to make sure you don't want to be burning things around.
Yeah, okay. What else should we be doing on a new moon?
On a new moon, it's mainly planning.
Take a nap?
Planning. New moon is also good for pampering.
For what?
For pampering yourself.
So twice a month, basically, you should be pampering yourself. New moon and full moon.
Pamper yourself all the time.
Okay.
But maybe you want to put a little bit more intention and do. I think, it doesn't have to be every month or every new moon or every full moon. But it's pretty that every now and then we remember to dedicate something to ourselves. Also, almost like we are the goddesses.
Oh, okay. Well, that's appropriate.
So you're like, this full moon, this new moon, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write something, I'm going to have a tea, I'm going to light a candle, whatever works for you.
Right.
You remember, like we were talking, I teach a lot of woo-woo things. Yeah. I practice a lot of these, but not everybody gets soul nourishment out of the same things. For you, for example, is creation. You're very creative.
Yeah.
So yes, it's nice to do a little woo-woo thing, but it's not your main daily.
Totally. Makes sense. I like it. So anything else special that, when should you go shopping or not, or anything else that relates to the new moon or the full moon?
If you went shopping, then on a full moon, you check what worked and what didn't.
Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Well, I promised you this would be a short one today, since you did me a solid and jumped on here. What else should people pay attention to for them? I don't know, the moon, the tide, the spring, the summer, what are some of Viola's extra bonus tips?
In general, with the moon and with nature, with the seasons, it's nice to try to understand what's the energy and respect it. For example, if we talk about seasons, winter, it's a moment of introspection. It's a moment that you close yourself in the house, you take a little bit time, and that's like the new moon. It's a moment of introspection.
Right.
If you want to go out and about and jump and have fun, it's more summer, it's more full moon.
Got it. Okay.
So to me, it's really important, check a little bit where the moon is, make sure, don't everybody talk about seasonal depression.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Tell you something. I'm not saying that seasonal depression doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that we're labeling in the wrong way.
Okay.
Because fall comes, we need more introspection.
Right.
We don't necessarily want to see people. We don't necessarily have the high energy that we have during summer. So it is a difficult phase. I love that phase.
I love it. It's my favorite.
But not everybody likes it. We're all different,
Yeah.
So we read it as a depression. Why? Because we are forced to act as if it was summer. It doesn't matter if it's fall. It doesn't matter if it's winter. You have to wake up at a certain time, put your clothes on, go to the office, perform as you always perform.
Right.
And it is disconnected with what we need.
Right.
So that's a moment, for example, where you really want to make sure that you take an extra care of yourself, that you say a couple more no's rather than yeses.
In the fall and going into winter.
In the fall and winter. And that is lower its waning energy.
Got it.
And new moon.
Okay.
Is the moment when you have to preserve your boundaries more than normally.
Yeah. Okay.
I
And
always
what?
say if it's a resentful yes, is worse than a no.
Ooh. Okay. Well, it's funny. That makes sense because spring, I would always say, like in my single days, that was mating season. So
Waxing. The
Yeah.
energy is going out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're leaving winter. We're leaving
Yeah.
the introspection.
Yes.
We're leaving the business planning. We
Yes.
are getting into action. Go do the event. Start
Yeah.
the cleanse.
Yeah.
Start putting, everything together to
Got it.
start your business,
Totally.
whatever project.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So colors, anything about colors since I'm getting my nails done in the full moon?
I love
Or no? I mean, you can tell me no, but I want everything I possibly can have going for me.
I would say whatever you want. Colors,
Okay.
whatever you want. So if we were a rebirth moment,
Mhm.
rebirth moment is waxing, is not really the full moon. The full moon would be more
Waning.
maybe greens, because you're
Yeah.
out.
You're-
Yellows.
Okay. Well, I like that.
It's more like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
more
Okay.
happy and out there. A
Got
new moon, I would say something more introspective, maybe a blue, maybe a purple.
Got it. I love it. Okay. So there we go. Happy nails. Okay. So Miss Viola, one more time, where can they find you? Instagram.
Instagram at feelandheal.me. And actually, you know what? If they want to do a lunar reset cleanse,
Ooh.
they can
Yeah.
contact me, because usually the reset cleanses I do, they follow the moon phases, because I believe so much in how the moon, we're more than 60%, 70% water. The moon moves the oceans. How
Right.
does it not affect us?
Right. That's a good point. Okay. So message Viola at feelandheal.me on Instagram,
Yes.
HEAL, for that lunar cleanse and basically just all of her magic. And I'm going to go put my crystals out and get my nails done. Viola, thank you for the pop up on the full moon. And
I love it.
I love it too. And your children were so well behaved. So shout out to them. And everybody, thank you for joining us for another episode of Every Day's a Train Wreck. You know what to do. Please make sure you subscribe to the podcast and that you give it 5 stars, hopefully. Leave a comment, and you can find me on Instagram at The Party Goddess. And we will look to see you soon and next week.